Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com and welcome to my best of video for the Axleback exhaust category, available for all 2011 through 2014 Mustang GTs. Now, an Axleback exhaust is a slightly more affordable way to increase both the volume and the presence of that S197 GT compared to your more expensive catback options. However, like anything in the category, guys, there's gonna be a lot to choose from, and honestly, it can get a little overwhelming at times. So the purpose of this video is to give you my top 3 choices based off of personal experience, along with some customer popularity to help you guys choose a quiet, medium, or wild system for your ride. And on top of that, the 11 to 14 Axlebacks will not only be more affordable, but much easier to install as well compared to those catback options. In fact, using nothing more than a socket set, most owners should be able to tackle this job in about an hour or less with no cutting or permanent modification. But first, let's start with my choice for a quiet or mild Axleback. Now, this is going to be a great choice for owners who prefer something a little bit louder than stock, but would still like to keep things pretty tame overall. And for that, I went with the Borla Touring Axleback exhaust system, which I gave a strong 2 out of 5 on my Wake the Neighbor scale, and here's what it sounds like. The Borla Touring is going to be the tamest out of the 3 options from Borla, the other 2 being your S-Type and your Attack. And again, both of those will be considerably louder than the Touring system that we have here. However, the Touring is going to be a great choice for the daily drivers out there who don't really need to have the loudest car on the block, and the customer reviews really sum that up well. In fact, as one customer put it, the Borla Touring gave his car the subdued roar he was looking for, but at the same time is easy enough to live with day to day. And I really do think that sums this system up well. Now, that subdued roar the customer was talking about does come courtesy of Borla's Touring Series cans here, which, despite the straight-through design, does do a great job of keeping volume levels down very well. Quality is completely top-notch here, as we come to expect from Borla. 304 grade stainless steel throughout the benchmark material in the category, along with the category-leading 4.5-inch tips, which do a great job of filling out the rear bumper rather well. A pricey Axleback, no doubt, at the mid-$700 price point, but one that will certainly not disappoint when it comes to tone or build quality. But what if you guys crave a little bit more? You really want to let that 5-liter roar, but at the same time, you don't want to set off every car alarm on the block. Well, may I interest you in my middle-of-the-road option, the tried-and-true Roush Axleback, which I did give a healthy 4 out of 5 on my Wake the Neighbor scale, and here's what it sounds like. So I'll be the first to admit the Roush is almost a tad too aggressive to be considered a middle-of-the-road option, but listen, the 100+ 5-star reviews don't lie, and I'm a man of the people. And ultimately, guys, there will be louder systems out there, as we'll discuss in a minute, but the Roush is a perennial crowd favorite, combining fist-pumping tone with a relatively affordable $500 price tag. Now, one of my criteria for a system like this is the ability to bark when you want it to, and obviously the Roush handles that just fine, but also the ability to be rather tame when you're cruising around town or off the throttle. And the Roush handles that beautifully. Check out the customer reviews for confirmation of this. Material-wise, you're looking at a combo of 409 and 304 grade stainless steel, including the hollow chambered mufflers and the 4-inch tips embossed with the Roush logo. Again, always a crowd favorite here at the Roush system, and one that has yet to disappoint in my many years at AM. Last but not least, a favorite of Mustang owners everywhere, including myself, the aggressive or wild system. Now, this Axleback is going to be for the owners out there who want to be heard and have no remorse for the neighbors, cars, or eardrums around you. And while there are a few systems out there that fit this bill, I went with the very aggressive and very popular Flowmaster Outlaw system, which did receive a 5 out of 5 on the Wake the Neighbor scale, and here's what it sounds like. Now, just like the Roush system we just finished talking about, the Outlaw receives extremely high praise from our customers, well over 100 plus 5-star reviews, and at the $400 price point, easily the most affordable in the group in addition to being the loudest. Now, the Outlaw system does get its name from the Outlaw series mufflers here, which is essentially going to be a 4-inch piece of tubing, metal baffles welded into place, still straight through by design, allowing for that iconic Flowmaster tone, but just on steroids. Construction-wise, you're looking at 409 grade stainless steel throughout, including the 2 3/4-inch tubing, Outlaw series muffler, and finally exiting out the 4-inch tips, all sprayed in black to help reduce any surface corrosion over the years. Guys, just a rock star of a system here, and one that can be had without breaking the bank. Well guys, we hope you enjoyed our best of video for the Axleback category for all 11 to 14 5-liter GTs. Again, these are just merely 3 suggestions out of a rather large category. So if you're not exactly digging any of my choices, that's all right. There are a lot of good options out there. And in fact, I encourage you guys to check out the rest of our selection here at AM, check out the sound clips, check out the customer reviews. It will better help you make the right decision for your ride. I'm Justin, thanks for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.